Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Before a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could join us as well. Well, I think we would all agree a lot of things have changed over the past few years, including the way that we go shopping for a vehicle. And there are a lot of choices out there, but also a lot of things to consider when it comes to meeting something for our lifestyle, but also something within our budget as well. If you're looking for some help, if you are doing some car shopping this year, we have the perfect guest that's rejoining us today. Duncan Brady is the editor at MotorTrend. We're going to talk to him not only about some tips for you guys when it comes to buying a vehicle this year, but also some picks that he has for you guys to be able to consider and where you guys can go for more information as well. Duncan, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Hey, Cyrus. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Well, MotorTrend kind of is the go-to place that Duncan, as our audience knows, when it comes to being able to get information for car buyers. What are some tips that you have, Duncan, when it comes to buying a car this year?
So if you're buying a car, you probably already know your budget. But before you go to a car lot, take a test drive, you got to do your research. You know, I'll do research even if I'm buying a pepper grinder, and this is a huge decision. You're spending tens of thousands of dollars on a car you'll use every day. You don't want to go in blind. And folks who research with a tool like the MotorTrend Buyer's Guide, they get better deals, they make more informed decisions, and they have higher long-term satisfaction. You don't want that buyer's regret, right?
Right. And you bring up, Duncan, the buyer's guide. Of course, I know about it because I've been having you guys come on the broadcast over the past couple of years. But talk to our audience about that. What is the MotorTrend buyer's guide, and how can it help them when it comes to shopping for a vehicle?
So the buyer's guide, we have a great team here out in L.A. The guide is a suite of 3 tools plus hundreds of vehicle overview pages, literally every car on sale, all to help you find the right car, feel confident about that big decision. The first tool I want to mention is CarMatch, which is the closest your listeners can get to calling me up and asking for personalized advice. Really, these are the same questions I'd ask my mom, my dad, a close friend, and once you pick your answers, we'll have a trio of recommended cars real quick. The whole process is only 30 seconds or so. And that's backed by our ultimate car ranking. So that's based on our 70-plus years of testing expertise, plus the things shoppers care about, your safety, fuel economy, 5-year cost of ownership. You know, I've seen the algorithms, I've seen the spreadsheets that go into this system. It's legit, it's proper. And then, of course, once you've narrowed it down to a couple contenders, we have Car Compare. That's how you save the time, save the effort. So instead of visiting the dealerships, sifting through that sales nonsense, you can compare all those features, all the pricing, all the specs in one place.
Wow. Love that. And, you know, as I mentioned, MotorTrend is the place that people go to help them kind of navigate this road ahead when it comes to buying a vehicle. Duncan, you have some options, though, that you've been sharing. What are the top picks that you want to share with our audience?
I do. We have a couple really nice cars in the studio today. The first one I want to mention is the 2023 Kia Telluride. So I'm sure you've seen these things around. They're very popular. When this was new for 2020, we named it our SUV of the year. Smooth driving dynamics, its value, those all really helped it stand out. And this year brings a mid-cycle refresh. So little iterations on that already sweet design, improved interior tech, and a pair of off-road variants, the X-Line and X-Pro. Plus, in that interior, there are 14 upholstery options. That's crazy. Most luxury cars don't even do that. And even the base model has the big infotainment screen, has Apple CarPlay, adaptive cruise control. It's easy to see why this thing ranks as our top 3-row SUV. And then I want to mention the Volvo XC40 Recharge, which is one of our favorite electric compact luxury SUVs. There's no engine here. It's all motors and batteries, and it's really quick. I was giggling at how quick it was the first time I drove it. I think Volvo quotes 4.7 seconds to 60. We managed to do it in 4.2. It's quicker than some Mustangs and Camaros, but it's also really safe. Volvo has that reputation for safety. They're the ones who introduced us to the 3-point seatbelt in 1959. And the XC40 Recharge, it has great standard driver assist plus a strong crash test rating. It's a 2022 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. And inside you get vegan upholstery options. They have this sweet tailored wool that I really like. And Google-based infotainment, Apple CarPlay, optional Harman Kardon audio. This is a really sweet electric luxury SUV.
Duncan, some great options for our audience to be able to think about. And as you mentioned as we began this conversation, hopefully they have their budget in mind. That kind of helps. Definitely that research helps too, but also having a resource like MotorTrend comes in handy to be able to help them with those decisions. That's why we're glad to have you back on with us. Duncan Brady, everyone, has been our guest, the editor at MotorTrend, sharing with you guys some great tips for buying a car this year and also some things to look out for as well. Duncan, where can our audience go for more information?
I'm so glad you asked. All the good stuff, all the research tools, it's at motortrend.com/cars.
All right, and we'll make sure that we link that up for our podcast audience. Duncan, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Good talking to you, Cyrus.
Hey, same here. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of a Music and Youth segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live, and it's going to make today amazing. Take care.